Hi brothers, this is Sunday, February 8th, 2015. A couple things I want to talk about today. Kyle, you were with me at the funeral yesterday, and Gavin, you weren't there, but you knew about it, I think. But it reminded me of something that Raina passed on to me a while ago, a post from the LA Times. It was actually an op-ed. It's called How Not to Say the Wrong Thing, and I'm going to link it down in the doobly-doo. The general idea is to think about when you're dealing with an uncomfortable situation, tragedy or loss or painful things like that. Yeah, the example they give is breast cancer. To think about the situation in terms of concentric circles, and sort of the closer you are to it versus the further out you are. Try to push comfort towards the center of the situation and dump your stress outward rather than pushing or letting any negative stuff go towards the center. But I think just in terms of avoiding starting fights or making things worse emotionally for people around, that's a really good way to go about things. I also I keep it in mind when I'm in those situations how my role can be. So the funeral was for a guy I didn't know very well, but people people in our immediate family, mom, grandma, I guess not immediate family, did know him better, and sort of they were closer to the center of this chart. And so I felt that my role could be better played as helping them dump things outward and to push comfort in towards them. Whereas if I were closer towards the center, my role would probably be better understood as receiving comfort and dumping outward. So that is that idea. It's sort of thinking about like the directions of positive and negative emotions in those situations. Actually, sometimes I think about it like sort of like eating and pooping. That's not right. But don't crap inward. I guess don't put negative stuff. Don't put wasteful stuff towards the center of that. Don't feed into that negativity in that negative way. Anyway, that's something I thought was worth sharing. The other thing I wanted to say was, it came up, we were talking that, so Grandma was talking about how she's just a big sap and she's mushy and all this stuff, and I was saying that it's probably good to that, and I think, and Dad, who was sitting next to Grandma, I said, I think appreciates the way that is balanced out in his relationship with Mom, that she can tend towards having more of those feelings where he isn't always as good, or he's learned to be better, but he knows that it's a weakness of him historically. Kyle chimed in that he's mushy on the inside, so I said, so okay, so he's got like a hard candy shell, so he's like M&Ms, and then Kyle said that he thinks I'm more like a Hershey bar because I am sort of the same on the inside and the outside, and potentially mushy all the way through. And I like to take metaphors and run with them. So I said, does that mean I'm also like consistent but lacking in any sort of texture, things like that? So it was funny. But I also thought I'd be interested in hearing how you two would describe yourselves, or maybe we could try to work this into a circle. Which means I need to come up with something for Gavin, but I don't have anything ready. Maybe I'll come up with something for next week if you two both sort of carry this forward. That is, of course, assuming that you two make videos this week. You should make videos. Yeah. You should make videos. Yeah.